The primary question that we wanted to ask you today is Forbes 30 under 30 paid?
We were India's unofficially second largest internship platform after Internshala. And in our first year of operations, we managed to place 1,500 students, which is more than what BITS does every year. Every year, 10 to 15 lakh students write JEE mains. But IIT only has 10,000 seats. So what happens to the remaining 11 lakh 900,000 students? Right? BITS gives you a lot of freedom. Attendance 0%. I don't know if you know.
Wow.
Even after 4 years, if you don't want to sit for placements, there's something called deferred placements. Opt out of placements for this year, work on your own startup. Nahi hua, next year you come back and sit for placements with the next batch.
Beautiful. You were one of the companies that went through the Silicon Valley bank crisis. क्या हुआ?
पैसे वहाँ पे पड़े थे यार.
Do you think you can date like an active dating life as an entrepreneur?
Tough, because you can't have 2 girlfriends, no?
Oh. And you're married to one.
You're married? Yeah. Can't have.
एक नंबर भाई.
The general idea, welcome to yet another finance podcast. ऐसा नहीं है.
Happy to be here.
The show is called Ek Number. We are building FinOne for the 18 to 25 audience. The idea is to present to them inspirational stories and practical advice from the lives of people who have had extraordinary journeys. 18 से 25 साल की उम्र तक. You can primarily break them down into 2 groups. People who are in college, want advice which is mostly career related, and people who are starting their lives out in the professional field and probably looking for financial advice. आपकी inspirational journey रही है entrepreneurship की दुनिया में. You've been a serial entrepreneur. You've founded a company so early in life that has seen scale with BlueLearn, and now you've started something again. Would love to talk about Link Runner sometime down the line as well. But the primary question that we wanted to ask you today, and we will cover that first, is that is Forbes 30 under 30 paid?
नहीं यार, हम लोग ने तो पे नहीं किया.
Oh, what is this agenda around picking on people in the Forbes list?
Yeah.
How did that happen for you?
Yeah.
How was the entire experience
Yeah.
with them?
नहीं यार, first of all, thanks for having me here. It's great to be on this podcast, and I hope कि यार 2-3 लोग तो इंस्पायर हुए उसके बाद. That's the goal. बट नहीं यार, फोर्ब्स तो मतलब बहुत सिंपल था यार. हमारे VCs ने हमको नॉमिनेट किया था.
अच्छा.
तो हम लोग को पूछा ही नहीं था. एवरी ईयर VCs विल लुक एट देयर लिस्ट कि यार हमारे पोर्टफोलियो फाउंडर्स में से 30 के नीचे कौन कौन है,
Okay.
एंड देन वी विल सेंड देयर. अगर वापस से रिप्लाई आया कि यार ये इंटरेस्टिंग है, देन विल कनेक्ट यू गाइस.
अच्छा.
तो वी गॉट दैट रिप्लाई बैक, एंड देन वी टुक इट फॉरवर्ड फ्रॉम देयर.
How is the process like? Interview होता है? What
इंटरव्यू
happens?
होता है. तो मतलब नॉमिनेशन, यू हैव टू फर्स्ट फिल नॉमिनी फॉर्म. वो लोग ने भेज दिया था, लाइट स्पीड ने हमारे लिए किया था.
Sure.
एंड उसके बाद फिर आता है ईमेल कि आप यार डॉक्यूमेंट्स भेजो कि आपने जो बोला सच ही है कि फंड रेज किया, कंपनी है कि नहीं, मतलब.
हाँ.
तो वी सेंड ऑल दिस डॉक्यूमेंट्स ऑन, एंड देन दे सेड कि ओके नाउ कैन यू सेंड सम रेफ चेक्स के लिए.
अच्छा.
तो सेंड बोर्ड में भी जो भी बैठते हैं एंड ऑल दोस पार्टनर नेम्स एंड एवरीथिंग. सो वी सेंड दोस. आफ्टर दैट देयर इज अ लेंथी फॉर्म फॉर अस टू फिल एज कैंडिडेट्स.
Okay.
कि व्हाई फोर्ब्स, व्हाई ब्लूलर्न, व्हाई स्टार्टअप, व्हाई दिस, व्हाई दैट, हु आर योर रोल मॉडल्स एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट.
हाँ.
वो फॉर्म फिल करने के बाद फिर इंटरव्यू कॉल आता है कि मतलब कौन बोल रहे हैं हम लोग. बट वो तो ईजी था. इंटरव्यू बाय द टाइम इट रीचेस इंटरव्यू यार, आई थिंक इट्स 85% डन. इंटरव्यू में 2-3 बेसिक क्वेश्चंस कि क्या कर रहे हो. उसके बाद में फिर मतलब लंबा वेट था. आई थिंक ऑलमोस्ट 6 वीक्स 2 months इश. और फिर यार मैं तो आई थिंक May 26, 2022 आई रिमेंबर, आई वोक अप 6 बजे, बाथरूम में हूँ मैं, ईमेल्स चेक कर रहा हूँ, एंड आई सी कंग्रेचुलेशंस, यू रिसीव्ड.
How did it feel when the news broke out everywhere?
यार it was crazy. मैं तो बाथरूम में था, चला रहा हूँ मैं, हरीश का हो गया यार, he is sleeping. सुबह 6:30 बजे we're checking, and then it was crazy. Then we were suddenly like, how do we capitalize on this? How do we get PR, not for ourselves but for BlueLearn? How do we drive more users there? And फिर बताना है सबको और थोड़ा स्टोरी में डालना है.
How did the family feel? What did mom say?
It was very crazy यार. पार्टी वार्टी थ्रो की उन लोग ने, और घर पे आके मतलब होता ही है.
Good feeling.
Great feeling.
Oh, wow. Great. Which brings to me to a point of an interesting question. How would you introduce yourself
Yeah.
at that age to a VC? कि मैं कौन हूँ?
Yeah, tough. That time it was tough, yaar. उस time तो यार देखो, I think first time founders tough because you have such little clarity कि यार मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, how do I do this, how do I do anything, fundraising, getting your first 1,000 customers, building a moat around your product. It's as a first time founder you're just trying to understand यार क्या हो रहा है. So I think it was difficult. But the thing is, before BlueLearn, me and my co-founder Harish and I, we were actually running a agency that helped with WhatsApp chatbots to
Wow.
companies. And this was back in 2018, 2019.
In college?
हाँ, कॉलेज के फर्स्ट सेकेंड ईयर में यार वी यूज्ड टू मेक व्हाट्सएप चैटबॉट्स एंड सेल इट टू कंपनीज की वेबसाइट में डाल दो, कोई भी आएगा व्हाट्सएप पे डायरेक्टली आपका प्रोडक्ट्स भेज देंगे हम लोग आपके लिए. चेकआउट और सब था. बट यार B2B SaaS में no one's gonna trust couple of second year college students यार. तो that's what we learned. But we through that process, I think I must have pitched that agency to maybe 200 customers and VCs. And that taught us a lot about कि यार pitch deck कैसे बनाना है, बातें कैसे करनी है, sell कैसे करना है. And so that was crucial. And so then once we launched BlueLearn, and we had traction, we had revenue, we had a good strong pull, it became so much easier combined with our knowledge of pitching.
How would you explain BlueLearn to your mom's best friend? पार्टी में मिले हैं, आंटी मैं ये करता हूँ.
आंटी आपका कोई बच्चा है, उनको इंटर्नशिप चाहिए, BlueLearn पे देखो.
Okay.
We were India's unofficially second largest internship platform after Internshala.
अच्छा.
So within a year, we scaled it to more than 5,000 companies hiring from us. We processed lakhs of student applications, all 28 states in India. And in our first year of operations, we managed to place 1,500 students, which is like, more than what BITS does every year.
Wow.
Yeah. But internships, not full-time jobs, जैसे कोई Google में job नहीं है. These are, 15 to 50,000 rupee per month gigs. And most of this was in the new age technology. अब video editing, अगर आपको video editor चाहिए या content editor चाहिए, graphic designer चाहिए, where do you reliably go and hire these guys? Internshala में you can, no doubt about it, but it's not the best place.
Okay. What did BlueLearn bring to the table in terms of experience for recruiters as well as the candidate?
So BlueLearn had basically what happened was we very early realized on कि यार अगर आपको college students you want to bring them onto your platform, you got to offer them something tangible.
Okay.
And ऐसे बोलेंगे कि हम लोग courses बेचेंगे यार, who's gonna come, पढ़ाई किसको करनी है, right? The goal is everyone wants internships, everyone wants to make money. And so then we said कि we are, we have thousands of companies, hundreds of openings live, come to BlueLearn for internship. तो अगर 5 लाख बच्चे आते हैं उसमें से यार 4.5 लाख को तो कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला है इंटर्नशिप, बिकॉज उनका रेज्यूमे स्किल सेट अच्छा नहीं है. तो देन वंस दे गेट रिजेक्टेड आफ्टर अप्लाइंग टू एन इंटर्नशिप, फिर इंटरनली रियलाइजेशन होता है यार ये तो रिजेक्ट हो गया मेरा, व्हाट एम आई मिसिंग. एंड वंस दे गेट दैट इंटरनल रियलाइजेशन, वी ओनली टेल देम कि यार BlueLearn में आप लर्निंग वर्टिकल में आ जाओ, हम लोग आपको कुछ सिखाएंगे, हम लोग आपको प्रोजेक्ट देंगे, रेज्यूमे हेल्प करेंगे, स्किल बनाओ, and once you're ready we will push you again into our own internship vertical. And so this caused a flywheel or a closed ecosystem where students came for internships, did not get the internship, learned how to get the internship, and then got it again.
People came onto the platform primarily for learning or for internships?
Learning के लिए यार कौन आता है, वही तो. अगर we did this, we ran a lot of experiments कि यार best courses, most immersive, hands on, project based first, but no one wants to do पढ़ाई. पढ़ाई किसको करनी है यार, they want पैसे. तो we changed our positioning to internships, and we had internships, we had thousands of internships.
चालू कैसे हुआ? That where did the aha moment happen to you?
यार तो when I was in college, I realized very early on कि मेरे को तो engineering नहीं अच्छी लगती है. Engineering से मेरे को I'm doing electrical. I did electrical engineering from BITS Goa, and it was extremely difficult. And BITS Goa में तो यार अगर नहीं अच्छा लगता है तो you can't compete with people who love engineering because they are just passionate and they'll study it day and night. And so I realized कि यार मेरे को तो finance में अच्छा लगता है. I loved trading, stocks, options, equity. And
at the age of
18, 19, first year of college.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and but
how did you even know about things like this?
So my dad is actually, he works in Fidelity Investments.
Oh, okay.
तो मतलब Wall Street, CNBC used to be always on TV and stuff.
You've grown up on
So
this.
grown up with a little bit of exposure. तो मतलब
Okay.
I always wanted to make थोड़ा side में पैसा. And I thought कि invest तो करते हैं, थोड़ा सा देखते हैं. And so, but the problem was in bits that I wasn't able to find access to opportunities या learning या earning related to finance, stock trading, ये सब. Finance का club था bits में, which was great, no doubt, but that's it. So we thought, and my co-founder Harish, he also did not like engineering too much. He wanted entrepreneurship. He loved, company building and startups. So we thought, yeah, we both have non-engineering passions. We are in an engineering college. How do we do this? What do we do? And so we thought, let's make a community with a few people who pan-India, who are interested in finance, who are interested in design, tech, entrepreneurship. Let's get them together in a group and see what happens. And we launched this in late 2020 and on Telegram, about 5-6 different groups, and they hit 15,000-20,000 users joining these groups within weeks.
Within weeks.
People were telling their friends कि यार अगर आपको जाना है तो join this finance group. There's people from IITs, BITS. There's people from JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs. Just join it. FOMO के COVID भी था. This is 2020. There was peak COVID. Everyone's sitting at home. No one knows what to do. Telegram पे group था तो क्यों नहीं join कर लिया? And free,
Correct.
right? And so we used to host these large scale events. We used to gaming tournaments. Yeah, get your first internship, make your first rupee while freelancing, open a DMAT account. We used to host these massive, 500,000 people events on Zoom and Gmeet. And so these Telegram communities blitzscaled, and then we realized, yeah, Telegram sucks to make a community. Because people started posting spam and all that stuff happened. So we thought, okay, let's move to Discord. Because Discord is more of a community platform, we'll create a server, multiple channels, And so that led us in early 2021, late 2020, we created a Discord channel, scaled that to one of India's largest verified educational Discord servers, about 75,000 members.
Wow.
And that's also when investors started reaching out and saying, yeah, this is interesting.
Did they discover you on Discord? Or through the Discord activity?
Some, not
Wow.
all, some.
Wow.
But we used to post also on LinkedIn and other places कि यार join कर लो. So someone saw and then we used to get inbound यार कि क्या कर रहे हो? This is good distribution, good traction. Our engagement was very, very high on Telegram, on Discord. मतलब रात को 2 बजे भी जाओ तो you will see thousands of people just chatting online. Even we were shocked यार कि मतलब why are you doing this? और कुछ काम नहीं है क्या? But then COVID था तो then after that, things just, we raised our first round of funding and we never planned. I don't think anyone can plan for entrepreneurship. यार ऐसे बहुत tough होता है कि मैं startup करूँगा, मतलब you plan. There's no playbook. It sort of just evolves. Side hustle becomes a main hustle. Yeah, a small agency becomes a big startup one day. And I think that you just need to keep grabbing the opportunities and you have to just think कि हाँ मेरे को करना है. Even we thought कि यार funding तो बहुत दूर की बात थी, community थी यार, how would we have, but investors said, look, you can do this, you can make it big, why not take some money, experiment, hire some people, move fast. We said, why not?
Oh, wow. Did you raise before you created a formal product outside Telegram or did that happen after?
नहीं तो what we realized was कि अब community तो बन गई, हम लोग थर्ड ईयर कॉलेज में थे, 20-50 हज़ार थे डिस्कॉर्ड पे, बट यार अब पेरेंट्स को क्या बोले कि प्लेसमेंट्स ही नहीं बैठेंगे, क्या करेंगे और तो we had to make some money for ourselves to prove to our parents that we can do this and prove to ourselves also यार.
Correct.
तो हरीश and I सेट किया 2 लाख महीने का, एटलीस्ट हम दोनों का 1 लाख ईच होना चाहिए
जी
एज टेक अवे. एंड सो फॉर दैट वी बैक ट्रैक कि अच्छा हम लोग को 2 लाख चाहिए तो मतलब वी हैव टू मेक एटलीस्ट 3-4 लाख तो एटलीस्ट. तो क्या करेंगे, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन तो है कॉलेज में, सॉरी डिस्कॉर्ड पे बच्चे बहुत सारे हैं, दे वांट टू डू समथिंग, दे वांट टू लर्न समथिंग. वी थॉट कि ठीक है कोर्सेज बेचते हैं, न्यू एज लाइव कोहोर्ट बेस्ड कोर्सेज, स्मॉल कोहोर्ट्स 30 to 50 members, लाइव इंस्ट्रक्टर्स सिखाएंगे. And so we started doing that and we scaled that to almost 5-6 lakhs per month in revenue while we were in third year college before funding.
Before platform came into existence?
This was the platform. Website was the platform.
Got it.
Website भी थी, website में बस landing pages थे कि ये course और ये सब curriculum और ये सब हम लोग नहीं बनाया, with the help of our friends and seniors. 2-3 Google के developers लिए और बोला कि मतलब what do you look for when you're hiring for Google? How can we help teach that to students? And so we made the first 5-10 courses. I took the first course as an instructor, Introduction to Finance.
Introduction to finance.
Basics of stock market. Yeah,
Very naturally.
yeah, founders have to, hands on. And that was a success. Every cohort sold out with waitlist for the next cohort. And that's when we realized that there is a need and there is validation that people are ready to pay us for whatever we're selling. And once we scaled that, investors were very, very interested. कि मतलब यार traction भी है, revenue भी है,
Got it.
But when money came in, one of the first things we did was hire an engineering team. We were always कि यार tech product first बनाएंगे. Till the end, we did not have a sales team.
It was digital
It
acquisition.
was all acquisition through communities, marketing थी, but not like no one called and said कि यार buy our course, buy our platform. And so that was, I think, an interesting approach. But I feel sales team चाहिए यार.
Yeah?
You can't, product-led growth is one aspect and it's a great aspect, but I think sales-led growth is also important.
Is that true for edtech? Is that true for everything?
It's true for edtech, I think. I don't know anyone who doesn't do sales-led calling, sales-led growth. Maybe innovation हो सकता है अभी और, but yeah, at today's day and age, I think people need the trust of, I'm talking to someone real and they're convincing me and then I'm buying a 10,000 rupee educational product from someone, who's real and not just a robot, not just a website. People need that trust. And I think it does work into everything also. Very few products, I think, in the world are truly product-led growth. Maybe Figma, maybe MS Excel.
Correct.
We don't call anyone from MS Excel, right? And that's a bigger product.
Harish, and you started out of, I can imagine you in a dorm room and starting this out as kids. That 2-member team became how big at its peak? कितने लोग थे?
At peak, we had a 35-member team split across tech, design, marketing, product, growth, operations, HR, legal, finance.
And in terms of business, how large was the user base? How much were you clocking in revenue? Where was major revenue coming from?
Yeah. At our peak, we were doing about 100,000 monthly active users. We had in total maybe 600, 700,000 students on our platform. We were doing a couple of crores a year in revenue,
Nice.
which was all coming from the learning vertical.
Got it.
Yeah. We realized students want internships, but they do not want to pay for internships. Who's going to pay to get an internship? Right? वो तो नहीं होता है. And companies are also not interested in paying to get interns. They'll pay for a full-time hire, a percentage of the CTC. But यार अगर 15,000 का monthly salary है intern का, तो यार कितना cut दोगे? So we realized कि यार screw it, we will keep the internship platform free. It should be free, and we will keep it free for both sides of the party. And we will only charge for those who are interested in the learning vertical, where we provide quality, hands-on, application-based learning.
Got it. And post-college, we graduated in 2022.
Yeah.
You ran Blue Learn for another couple of years,
Yeah.
1.5 couple of years.
Yeah.
What was the latter 2 years like after hitting that peak?
Yeah, peak was hit later only. Peak was hit after college. That college was very difficult. Honestly speaking, managing a funded company and waking up and living in your dorm room, going for classes is actually hard. It's fun. Yeah, अलग ही मजा है उसमें. But it's actually tough, yeah, because it's just very distracting and friends are there and it's not like we were able to give our 200%.
Sure.
So once we graduated, we moved to Bangalore, got an office space here.
Achha.
Before that, we were remote. And I can tell you, yaar, offline versus remote, people have their arguments, but I think you cannot do the 0 to 1 journey of a startup remote. You have to brainstorm, you have to collaborate, you need to work those 12 a.m. nights and just get shit done together, right? And so once we got that office in Bangalore, HSR mein, and we called everyone down here, we achieved in like 6 weeks what it took us 6 months previously. And then we were just moving very fast.
Were people of your age group or in the team, or were you able to work with people who were highly experienced in the field as well?
Both. So, no, so more people were younger, on the younger side, obviously. I think the average age was like 23, 24 of the company. We had everyone from, 12th grade dropouts, 19-year-olds, to people who are 33, 34 years old, who have 10, 15 years of experience in the tech industry. So we had people across the spectrum, but skewed towards the younger side, because our thesis was, yeah, if we're building for college students,
Perfect.
we need to be relatable to college students. And so our marketing team were like, a stand-up comedian was our social media manager.
Yeah.
And so he was a full-time stand-up comedian, and he moonlighted with BlueLearn, to be very honest, as a social media manager. But, he used to come up with these funny, creative reels that used to go viral. You know how it is.
What was the journey and story towards the end?
Yeah. So I think earlier this year, we sort of realized that COVID tailwinds are fully gone. Everyone is fully offline now.
Acha.
During COVID, online anything got a boost. Be it like online social, online education, online spending time,
Games,
Zoom, everything boosted, right?
Correct.
And so even our users' usage, everything was heavily boosted. By 2024, it was coming back to normal, where people said, ki yaar, online only education isn't enough. We need a hybrid, if not fully offline. Like, for tens of years, institutes like Akash and Allen, Kota has been running fully offline, right?
Yep.
And that works. COVID just started this whole trend of online education, which is great. It made things a lot more accessible, but it's not enough only online. There needs to be a mix of online plus offline for that user to be fully immersed and to get the best ROI.
Got
And
it.
so we thought, Kia, should we launch offline? Should we do something? We thought a lot about pivoting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't, something that we were too excited or motivated to do. And if as founders, we are not giving our 210%, then how can we expect our team or of our customers to even give half, right? And so we thought that, the best would be sort of to just wind down and return capital. Investors were super, super supportive, with the whole decision. They said, ki, take your time. If you want to pivot. If you want to experiment. But I think at the end of the day, it's more of opportunity cost, right? We're 24. And if we are realizing ki this is not something that can become $100 million business, then why spend time? We can do something else that could, right?
One interesting exercise, and having had the opportunity to speak to a few founders, could be a potential pivot. If BlueLearn, minus the tailwind insight that you had, now that you know, what could it be? अभी क्या हो सकता था कि ये need तो problem तो है.
Right.
College students need a certain level of upskilling अभी भी है. Internships भी चाहिए.
100%.
कुछ core insights तो है ही.
100%.
हाँ, वो COVID वाला tailwind हटा देते हैं. What could serve their needs now?
Yeah. देखो, I think internship platform India में बहुत चाहिए अभी.
अच्छा.
There is a need for a new age internship platform in India. I think that's still there. But what I think the bigger need now is, if you look at it, every year 10 to 15 lakh students write JEE mains, right?
10 to 15
lakh students every year. 12 lakh, beach mein le lete. 12 lakh students write JEE mains every year. But IIT only has 10,000 seats.
अच्छा.
So what happens to the remaining 11 lakh 900,000 students, right? Where do they go? And so I think that new age universities, Masters Union, Mesa School, Skill Institute of Technology, and I've been to these campuses, right? And they're located in WeWorks, they're located in business parks. They're very fancy. They give real life insights on what it is. They teach relevant curriculum. So I think a new age of universities is going to come to India in the next 5-10 years. That's going to replace most of the tier 4, 5, 6 colleges that are,
and that learning is more relevant.
Updated curriculum, new age, modern, and so last week Harish and I were at Mesa School, and we were just talking to the students and the founders. They're also elevation backed and just brainstorming. And so when you go there, it makes you feel like yaar mereko aaj padhai karni hai ya mereko kuch karna hai. Versus they have like a turf inside the WeWork.
Wow.
right? And if you compare that to like a tier 5, tier 6 college
जी.
where you probably won't get that access to opportunities, yeah, amazing seniors, alumni network. And so I think in the next 5-10 years, there's going to be a bunch of new IIT कोई टच नहीं करने वाला है, I know, but उसकी seats भी कम ही है, right?
नहीं, I think on that topic there is something that I wanted to ask you. मैंने भी खुद notice किया है. I come from a college that probably did not have that kind of exposure. I think government versus
Yeah, private.
private wala, that
Yeah.
government colleges probably don't have that level of exposure
Yeah.
sometimes that people in private colleges
Right.
do, some of them. And the most inspiring and good to see in all of this has been the BITS network.
Yeah.
क्या मैजिक है. आई सी सो मेनी entrepreneurs, so many bright people coming from the BITS network, where उस उम्र में मैं तो चलो खैर उस उम्र में मैं तो एक कॉन्वर्सेशन भी नहीं होल्ड कर पाता इन्वेस्टर के साथ या कोलीग के साथ. Where people, of course, you are extraordinary, but people who were your colleagues, your batchmates as well, peers in college, were so well informed, probably dabbled with so many things early on. What is it about the BITS network?
Yeah. I think it is just the environment, yeah.
Acha.
If you go into bits, everyone is just talking about something like that. You know, like कि मतलब आज क्या बनाना है. Like literally, that is something that Harish and I used to go and spend 2 a.m., 3 a.m. nights at our seniors' rooms, dorm rooms, where they were actually building, and they had raised 10-15 lakhs from angel rounds. And so we could see it in action. वो लोग white boards में brainstorming session कर रहे हैं, हम लोग उनके बिस्तर पे बैठे हैं पीछे, spectating them, and मतलब room में 5-6 लोग हैं, and they're just debating what to do, what not to do, how to build. And I think that level of exposure is unmatched in most other colleges. And on top of that, the freedom, BITS gives you a lot of freedom. Attendance 0% hai. I don't know if you know.
Wow.
Attendance 0% hai. And even after 4th years, if you don't want to sit for placements, there's something called deferred placements, where opt out of placements for this year, work on your own startup. Nahi hua, next year you come back and sit for placements with the next batch.
Beautiful.
So BITS is very progressive in terms of these new age policies. They have a startup course. I think Harish took that startup. I didn't take it. I was interested in finance back then. Harish took it's called New Venture Creation. Basically, 1 semester का है. Start करो idea से. Final आपका exam होएगा. Pitch to an actual investor. That's literally it. And that's such a cool concept to have in college. I think the exposure is.
Is it specific to Goa or to the entire network?
Entire, all 3 campuses in India.
तो BITS गोवा में पार्टी नहीं होती सिर्फ.
नहीं यार, सिर्फ पार्टी तो नहीं होती. थोड़ी तो होती है.
थोड़ी होती है. मैं being in Goa, I think Goa also, I've come across a few startups that, interestingly enough, that there is a network of startups in Goa itself.
गोवा में है तो a couple of startups. I think Delivery had its founders, one of its founders sitting there.
अच्छा.
Bright Champs used to be operating in Goa. अब तो मतलब बैंगलोर में हो गए. But it was interesting. So the thing is, at that time, if you Google, startups in Bangalore, in Goa or whatever, Blue Lawn would actually come in the list of top 10.
Nice.
And so any investor who comes to Goa for a vacation ended up meeting us. यार क्या कर रहे हो, घर पे आ जाओ, हम लोग बुला देते हैं. And so it was a fun time.
Yeah. Did you consider staying and building out of Goa before Bangalore?
So we did actually. After graduating from college, we stayed about a year and a half in Goa from July 2021 to July 2022 actually.
अच्छा.
1 year we stayed in Goa. वहाँ पे घर था हमारा, होम ऑफिस था, हम 4-5 जने वहाँ पे ही रहते थे, and we used to work. It used to be fun, but I think it's hard to hire tech talent. You can't hire tech talent in Goa. I mean, 1-2 developers तो ठीक है, but if you want to hire 20 developers, it's very difficult to find the tech talent in Goa.
And that density, again, the choice of city naturally just because talent density is here in Bangalore.
Exactly. So if you are building a fintech, you would be based out of Mumbai because that's the finance hub, right? And same for Bangalore and tech. So a lot of people say कि यार Bangalore में startup बनाना जरूरी नहीं है, and I agree, it's not. But if you're looking to hire, let's say, 500 engineers in the next 2 quarters, your best shot will be probably Bangalore.
Got it. Makes sense. Startup बनाना tough है out of Bangalore. College में बनाना 10x tough होगा. what did you feel was the biggest challenge as fundraising or having an investor conversation
Yeah.
in college, that a 21-year-old in college final year would also go through the same frustration?
या यार एक तो वाईफाई की इशू होती है कॉलेज में नहीं होता है यार इन्वेस्टर से बात कर रहे हैं और वाईफाई बंद हो रहा है बीच में पता नहीं कोई पीछे से चला रहा है but no, leaving that aside, a lot of VC firms actually have it written in their thesis that they're not allowed to invest in college students.
Oh, wow.
They're not allowed to invest in anyone who is not a full-time employee at the startup if the founders are not full-time employees. So we faced multiple VCs where they said कि यार हम लोग allowed ही नहीं है because if you think about it, someone who is very wealthy decided कि हम लोग को स्टॉक मार्केट में या रियल एस्टेट में गोल्ड में इन्वेस्ट नहीं करना है, हमको आपके स्टार्टअप में इन्वेस्ट करना है बिकॉज वी थिंक दैट विल प्रोवाइड मोर रिटर्न्स देन पुटिंग मनी इन स्टॉक मार्केट, राइट? It's an asset class. Venture investing is an asset class, and so a lot of these VC firms have to reassure their investors कि यार हम लोग ऐसे तो कोई पैसे नहीं डालने वाले हैं. And so one of the requirements is कि the founders are full time on their startup. And if you're in college, that is not allowed. Either you're working a full-time job, not allowed. If you're in college, not allowed. So a lot of VC firms we met who said, yeah, we're sorry. And that's just the maturity of the Indian ecosystem, right? Agar US में कम ही है. US में they invest in anyone who has an idea.
Correct.
Right? And so India is still growing. Maturity is still happening. There's a lot of now student-focused funds, Grad Capital, Campus Fund, 100x VC, 2AM, First Check, these all in capital. These guys will and are investing in early stage college students also. Titan Capital.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's the biggest miss from a student entrepreneur perspective कि मोस्ट कॉमनली ये इंसाइट या ये चीज़ नहीं पता होती वीसी वर्ल्ड इन्वेस्टिंग वर्ल्ड के बारे में जो कि उन्हें पता होनी चाहिए? आपकी इंसाइट, ऑफ कोर्स यू लर्न द हार्ड वे, यू गॉन थ्रू एन एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ योर ओन. क्या चीज़ जनरली हाँ यार ये नहीं चमकता है लोगों को, दैट अगर अभी इफ देयर इज एक्सपोजर टू दैट या किसी को पता हो आपकी स्टोरी से, इट विल बेनिफिट देम?
Yeah, there are lots of things. There's a lot of myths.
फंडरेजिंग के बारे में एक
फंडरेजिंग के बारे में, VCs के बारे में बहुत सारी myths है यार. I think a lot of college students over index on market size or like all that stuff. यार वो VCs का काम है, वो उनको पता है मार्केट कितना बड़ा है. वो you don't have to do that, right? You focus on finding a problem, building a solution, and then getting traction, either in terms of revenue or users. That's literally it. If you can get traction, either user growth or revenue growth, it doesn't matter how old you are, if you're in college or not, you will be successful at some point, right? Forget market size, TAM, SAM, SOM. ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत तो you have to know these terminologies, but यार investors know what they're doing. It's not like you are gonna educate them on हमारा market कितना बड़ा है, unless you have some unique insight, which I think tough. But I think that's one thing that people miss out. And second, I don't think college students understand how much of a bet VCs are taking on the founder and not on the product at that stage, right? It's not product तो change हो जाएगा यार, pivot कर लोगे, market change होएगा, but it's the bet that they're taking on you. You're accountable, you need to give it your 200%. And so I think that's something that we only learned much later after talking to VCs and understanding.
How hard is it to build the team, to hire as a student entrepreneur? Or I mean, I'm sure you would have got a lot of friction, a lot of learnings. कैसा रहा experience?
Tough था यार, hiring तो अभी भी tough है. I don't think students तो उस time तो बहुत भी tough थी. Hiring and firing, it's high attrition, it's very hard. I think there was some quote I read somewhere where it said कि यार 50% of your hires are going to be wrong hires.
Okay.
Identify them early on so you don't end up wasting too much of your time. And so once I read that, I felt a lot better. कि अच्छा ठीक है, it's not just me. Other founders also make this mistake. And so then we just optimized for mostly just we look for 3 things when we hire. At least even now, whenever I hire, soft skills, hard skills, and new initiatives.
Got it.
How good are you at soft skills, communication, and all those things?
Sure.
Hard skills, what we're getting hired for, and then new initiatives. Yeah, this is not this is not like a $1 trillion MNC where you are just given a small. We need you to innovate and ideate and build something that matters, even if I can't tell you what it is today, right? And so ownership and initiative. So these are the three things that I look for. Tough, it's tough. But I think, see, if you look at Zepto guys, they're also super young.
Sure.
They've hired a world-class team. And so before they raised their first round of funding, they were able to convince someone because of the product and the traction. And I think product speaks a lot when it's fundraising or hiring or.
I learned that you were one of the companies that went through the Silicon Valley bank crisis.
Yeah.
क्या हुआ?
पैसे वहाँ पे पड़े थे यार.
हाँ.
सारे पैसे वहाँ पे पड़े थे. We were registered in US as a Delaware C Corp, and our funding came there. So 95% of our money is there, and then every quarter we bring money into India as for our operational expenses,
correct.
payroll, and all those things. And so SVB collapse happened at the end of Q1, which is March, Q1 calendar year.
Correct.
And so usually second half of March is when we would bring in money for the next quarter.
ठीक.
First half of March is when Silicon Valley Bank collapsed, and we had no runway. So I think but thankfully nothing happened.
Correct.
They returned all the money. Just for 2 weeks, they stopped withdrawals.
Correct.
And so we weren't able to move money around to India. But it was hectic, yeah. Actually, we were in Goa that time.
अच्छा.
We were in Goa, and we got groups में देख रहे हैं, Lightspeed का founders group में देख रहे हैं कि यार SVB is going to collapse.
Correct.
We're thinking यार अब तो क्या करने वाले हैं. हम लोग गोवा में बैठे हैं तो वेकेशन पे आए हुए थे थोड़ा सा.
Oh, nice.
But immediately, we started looking at backups. We talked to 5-6 other banks to see if we can create accounts with them, move money around. We were constantly in touch with the CFOs of our investors. They were suggesting, what to do, what not to do, and they were sending forms. Government ka form fill karo, FDIC, and all these things to protect your money, get some money back at least. So after 2 weeks of withdrawal paused, they then reactivated that, and we were fine. So हम लोग ने थोड़ा ज़्यादा India में पैसे लेके आए.
Sure.
We kept it 2-3 quarters ahead. We kept money in India. But I think a lot of, as a first-time founder, you need to prepare yourself for worst-case scenarios. And we tried, but we did not think कि हमारा bank collapse हो जाएगा.
Who would have
That's not something a first-time founder looks at.
I'm sure not a lot of serial entrepreneurs also.
नहीं यार, you'd be surprised. I was surprised. Anyone who's raised more than a couple $1 million, you diversify and keep it in 2 different banks.
Sure.
Now in hindsight, it sounds like such a normal thing to do, but yeah, उस time तो.
Nice. What pinpoint ये सबसे toughest point था entrepreneurship journey का? मतलब I was at my lowest.
Yeah.
Probably a tough decision, things were going wrong, or I mean, it's difficult to recall as an entrepreneur, not a fun thing at all, but how did you work through that?
That would be in the last 6 months, I think. The shutdown decision. There was a lot of self-doubt. Like, shutting down is tough because we had like hundreds of thousands of users. We were making some revenue. We had so much of cash left in the bank. 70% of the 4 million that we raised was still in our account. Like 2.83 million was still in our account. And so the decision to shut down was just constant self-doubt. Is this the right thing we're doing? Why is this not working? I think in our 4 years, 3.5 years, we would have launched maybe like 20 plus products. Just different things. And, after that, seeing 18 of them, 19 of them just not work, it starts taking a toll on you also. Like you start self-doubt and so we weren't sure ki shut down kare. No one has a clear answer, yaar. Investors were supportive. They said, you choose, you do whatever you want to do and we'll be there. But like, what does that mean, right? Do we shut down? Do we not? And so at the end of the day, it has to be the founders that make the decision. So I think that was just and then letting go of the team, horrible. And then letting go of the office where we used to spend 24 hours a day. It was like a second home. And so I think that whole thing was hard. It's now been 3 months.
Sure.
So, yeah.
I mean, hats off to you. It's bold of you and very ethical of you of how you've handled it. I think it's very well known in public as well, and everyone that I hear it from speaks very highly of you on how you've handled it. So congratulations on that more than anything. एज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर बहुत सारी लर्निंग्स हैं, बहुत किताब लिख सकता है इंसान, राइट? आप भी आई थिंक नाउ यू वुड हैव रीच्ड
लिखना है यार, bucket list में है।
स्टेज। एक रिफ्लेक्शन पॉइंट, एक टेक अवे दैट ये सीख लिया, ये एक पर्टिकुलर चीज़ है, ये एक इंसाइट है जो कि इस चीज़ पे मैं थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा ओवर इंडेक्स करूँगा अब नेक्स्ट जर्नी में। बहुत सारी चीज़ें आई नो,
Yeah, but top of mind, yeah, I think build something that people are ready to pay for.
अच्छा,
I think BlueLearn में we built something that users were ready to use, but not as willing to pay. We had hundreds of thousands of users, but when it came to monetizing, it became difficult. And because that's fair also, मतलब college students के पास पैसे तो है ही नहीं ना.
जी,
And so I think this time now for my next venture, we are, profitability first, revenue first. Product तो बन गया, but is this something that you'll pay for? Only then are we continuing. We use that as, a big metric into making decisions. And I don't know if it's right or wrong, but it's just something that, we think of now more than ever. That and यार, और तो यार बस सब generic advice है यार, और तो मतलब कि the journey is the destination and enjoy the process and all those things that we used to hear those cliche quotes. Now I can truly resonate with them.
got it. Talk a little bit about your new project, Linkrunner. You're back again. I know a bit about it already, having been from the industry, but explain it to the audience about what it does. What are you most excited about कि इस चीज़ पे तुमने फोड़ दिया है, क्या है Linkrunner?
So यार, disclaimer, nowhere on my LinkedIn या publicly I've talked about Linkrunner. I think this may be the first time.
Perfect. Perfect.
So यार, just for context, at BlueLearn, one of the biggest challenges we had was to figure out कि यार app downloads कहाँ से आ रहे हैं, कौन आ रहा है, and what are they doing on the app.
जी.
Right, and there were players that did this, but extremely expensive and difficult to integrate with, and not the best customer support. And so we built an attribution system in-house at BlueLearn to measure कहाँ से users आ रहे हैं.
Wow.
And so then after BlueLearn sort of winded down, we realized कि यार, why not just package this, build a platform out of it, and see if we can just sell it to a couple of other people. And so that's how it started. And it started taking off really quickly. We talked to 5 customers, 5 companies, and all 5 said yes. And this was the first time I'm trying to sell something and people are saying yes so easily. And so we thought, yeah, this is something interesting. Let's definitely dive deeper into this. And so once we did research, we realized that marketing analytics as a platform is not that big of a. There's not too many competitors in the Indian market space.
Homegrown, yeah.
Homegrown, हाँ. WebEngage है, CleverTap है, MoEngage is not fully Indian, but yeah, a couple. But if it comes to like app attribution, user interactions, customer data platforms, there just aren't enough. And so we built Linkrunner. It's the
You and Harish again?
No, yeah, this time with the first engineer at BlueLearn.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Harish is doing something else. He's working on different things.
Nice.
But I'm working with the first engineer at BlueLearn to work on this. And this time, yeah, man, if someone has an app and they want to know where their users are coming from and what they're doing and how much revenue they're generating, Linkrunner is the place to go.
Very Slack-like story.
Very yeah.
Slack,
yeah.
internal tool for a gaming company, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And then turned into a product for consumers.
Yeah.
Nice.
So again, coming back to that point, you can't plan for entrepreneurship. It just evolves, right? And it just sort of, I got this insight, this works, why not test it more, grab the opportunities and scale it.
Got it. थोड़ी इंडस्ट्री के बारे में बात करते हैं because you are already an expert now.
Still getting there, yeah.
क्या इंडियन एडटेक के साथ भी वही हुआ कि कोविड टेलविंड निकल गई? एंड इज majority of, I wouldn't say, I'd just go out and say problems that we hear about. I mean, problems become very good news to sell, and I think, of course, media needs to speak about it and these stories also. But is there any truth that your insight of miscalculating or say, for example, what was true for COVID
Yeah.
does not hold true for post-COVID world,
Yeah.
and a lot of these startups are facing the same
In the edtech space.
in the
particular?
edtech space, particularly.
In the edtech space, yes, I think so.
Hmm.
And a lot of them are still going. A lot of them have capital because 2021 was a bull run
Yeah.
where there's a lot of capital deployed into companies. A lot
Basis
of funding.
COVID insight.
Because of COVID, because of COVID, every growth was going through the charts. People were getting revenue also, and so VCs were also investing a lot, and it made sense. तो capital तो बहुत पड़ा है सबके पास. हमारे पास भी 70% capital तो पड़ा था. So those who are operating are still operating. They're trying to pivot, but numbers are down, traction is down, revenue is down for most of the people who saw their peaks in during the COVID times. So I think tailwinds were there, but now there's still a chance to pivot. The only thing is that I think due to other factors, in the edtech space, a lot of the trust has been eroded
In the user mind or investor mind?
in the user mind and the investor mind, both, which made it very difficult to get users or to raise funding. And I'm sure मतलब everyone knows shutdowns of large companies and all these things, right? And so अब now users are thinking कि यार मैं क्यों दूँ 50,000 या 1 लाख इनको यार? What do they know? I want to see it offline.
On an island or
I
something
don't
like
trust
that.
anything. Yeah, I don't trust. And so that erosion of trust in both users and VCs became a edtech funding winter or a edtech winter in general.
Have we reached an equilibrium between offline and online, sort of?
No, I think companies are still innovating. I think people are still figuring out, people are still testing, innovation is still happening. No one has, found the right sweet spot. But I think people are close, like, Masters Union, Mesa School, these couple of guys, they're doing very cool stuff. It's still very early days. I think it's going to take time.
कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स के माइंड में बिफोर स्टार्टिंग अप बहुत सारे होल्ड बैक्स होते हैं. आइडिया कैसे आएगा, करना है मुझे, आइडिया कौन सा, को फाउंडर कैसे आएगा, और सबसे बड़ा तो होता है अगर फंडिंग नहीं मिली तो मैं नहीं कर सकता. ये तो बहुत होल्ड बैक होता है, राइट? व्हाट वुड यू से टू समवन अभी जो कैंपस में आपसे पूछेगा कि भैया दिस इज, मेरे पास आइडिया के पैसे नहीं है, अगर पैसे होते ना तो मैं कर देता, क्या बोलोगे इसको?
There are a couple of things. I would say कि first, being college student is a superpower. Because you are surrounded by so many other like-minded people who can become your potential co-founder, and it becomes harder to find a co-founder after college. The easiest and the best time to find a co-founder is in college. यार अगर आप भले tech भी नहीं हो, कोई और engineering field में या कोई medical school में whatever, and you go find someone who is maybe doing engineering या someone else, it's so easy to find a co-founder. So use that as a superpower, number one. Number two, I would say यार देखो कॉलेज में पैसा तो नहीं मिलने वाला, टफ है, but you need to do things that will allow you to test and validate your solution or your idea without money. अब जैसे अगर तो उसका रिस्पॉन्स यूजुअली आता है कि यार ठीक है, अगर मैं डिजिटल प्रोडक्ट है तो बना सकता हूँ मैं, कोड वेबसाइट या जो भी फटाफट टेस्ट कर लो ना. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि आप बना सकते हो एक न्यू डेटिंग प्लेटफॉर्म, लेट्स से यू वांट टू बिल्ड, यू आर इन कॉलेज, यू वांट टू बिल्ड अ न्यू डेटिंग प्लेटफॉर्म, quickly build a wait list on a website that shows कि we are new age dating platform, हमारे पास ये है, wait list join करो अगर आपको चाहिए कि नहीं. That will tell you demand. If 10,000 people have joined the wait list, that means there is demand. If you go show to 10,000 people and 0 people have signed up, it's evident, right? And that's a low cost. अगर 10,000 लोग ने sign up कर लिया wait list, तब जाके बनाओ ना. Then worry about the how are you gonna build it and all that stuff. So I think just work on the fly, validate. But then the other side of thing is कि देखो, I want to build like a drone, I want to do defense tech, and I need money for that. ठीक है, yes you do, you can't, you need some, and for that I'd say apply to a lot of these grants.
अच्छा,
कॉलेज में भी बहुत सारे स्टार्टअप इंडिया ग्रांट है, कॉलेज विल गिव यू ग्रांट्स. IIT Madras is popular for having one of the best deep tech, hard tech incubator. तो मतलब talk to these people. IISc Bangalore तो मतलब बहुत अच्छा है, IIM Bangalore, तो you have to do these things, either one of these two. Digital product, you don't need money, and you have no right to ask for money also without validating your idea, to be honest. If you're in deep hard tech, ठीक है, if your idea is great and you have, let's say, a patent, or you're working with a professor, you have deep insights, prototype is ready, then yeah, apply for grants.
How hard is it to manage personal finance as a young entrepreneur? क्या एडवाइस दोगे?
Yeah, I think even for me, I think the concept of salary to आपको forget about it.
Yeah.
You need to think about money आएगा नहीं आएगा, आएगा नहीं आएगा. It comes in waves. For us also. तो I think save तो करो, invest तो करो जितना पैसा है, because savings आएगी बाद में use. अभी for example now Link Runner के लिए we're fully bootstrapped. It's been 4 months since we stopped BlueLearn की salaries, but thankfully थोड़ा बहुत मेरे पास save किया हुआ था, तो I'm running on that. And then because costs also add up यार, linkrunner.io 8,000 साल का डोमेन है, तब यार आई नो स्मॉल अमाउंट बट वेयर वुड दिस मनी कम फ्रॉम? सो आई थिंक सेविंग्स इज इम्पोर्टेंट एंड जस्ट बी फ्रूगल.
No debt, no.
Nah, yaar, I am not. I don't like debt or leverage, even when it comes to trading. Or
What was your mantra? Salary, expenses, everything safe.
salary,
were you
expenses,
investing?
everything, savings? Yeah, I invest quite a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, stocks and mutual funds, more stocks, less mutual funds. And invest. So it's salary, expenses, investing, and then savings.
Got it. Perfect. I think a few of our users would have been inspired by now, but अब हम एक interesting section पे आ गए हैं where we are going to ask you questions that you're not going to think about.
Okay.
ठीक है? That part of your brain, I don't know which part, but it has to come from not your heart, but rapid
fire.
Just whatever is there, just speak it.
Okay. Done.
As is. Do you think you can date and have like an active dating life as an entrepreneur?
Tough.
Huh?
Tough. Because you can't have 2 girlfriends, no?
Oh. And you're married to one.
You're married? Yeah. Can't have.
If you were not doing entrepreneurship,
Yeah.
you've just known that.
Yeah.
कॉलेज के बाद
Correct.
2 स्टार्टअप सीधे लाइक बैंग बैंग, राइट? नहीं कर रहे होते तो क्या करते हैं?
यार नौकरी काम करता.
किस चीज़ में?
But I'd say probably I would hope finance. Maybe like investment banking, yeah, trading. But यार पता नहीं यार, who knows? ये तो ऐसी बोलने की चीज़ें होती.
Do you consume a lot of online content?
I do, yeah.
What is a favorite show or creator of yours?
यार
Podcast, anything?
just generic वाला तो I like Nikhil Kamath का podcast and etc. But one creator which I really like was David Dobrik. I don't know if you know David
No, I
Dobrik. Yeah, US में he vlogs a little bit, and I think he's just a fun, raw, authentic guy.
What does he vlog about?
Just his day in the life of David Dobrik.
Yeah.
He's a really rich guy.
अच्छा.
मजाक करता है. And Mr. Beast is also pretty cool. You know.
One founder in the startup ecosystem in India that you really admire?
Yeah, ये तो rapid fire तो नहीं है. I have to think about this.
नहीं यार, ऐसे तो you would have come across and networked with a bunch of them already.
I've met in person.
Yeah.
अच्छा. तो I think Snapdeal के founders. Kunal Bell. Yeah.
What's the most expensive thing that you own?
What's the most expensive thing I own? Yes, I have Jordans, a pair of Jordans. I love shoes, yeah, sneakers.
Is it? Is that the most Gen Z thing about you?
I think possible, yeah. No, but I love, Jordan. I've been a huge Jordan fan for like 10-15 years now.
Most घिसा पिटा line that you've heard in the startup ecosystem?
अच्छा, एक question है कि यार, what is your moat?
When you're day one, you're a Telegram community, what is your moat?
कैसे मोट लेके आएंगे यार? बांध बनती है.
What is this one thing that people would be surprised to know? Jordan wala, I think I couldn't guess, but I can see. But like, what is that one thing that when people know about you, they're like surprised? अरे, ये कैसे? Could be anything. Could be your consumption habits. I don't know.
अच्छा, small thing but random fact. I eat California burrito like 5-7 times a week.
That means one every day.
One every day.
क्या बात है?
If
भाई?
not 2 sometimes. Yeah.
What do you order? What's your usual order?
Peri peri potato rice ball. मतलब तो मतलब आई हैव टेक्स्टेड द फाउंडर एंड आई हैव टोल्ड हिम आल्सो यार ह्यूज फैन, और रिप्लाई भी किया उसने. मैंने बोला यार थोड़ा तो मतलब स्पॉन्सरशिप दे दो. तो रोज खाते वक्त डे 1 ऑफ ईटिंग कैलिफोर्निया बर्रिटो, डे 2 ऑफ ईटिंग, बट यार माना नहीं. तो फिर चंदन ने टेक्स्ट किया एंड चंदन गॉट हिम ऑन अ पॉडकास्ट.
Oh wow!
yeah.
Wow, what a story.
Yeah.
One startup that you wish you would have founded.
One startup that I wish I would have founded. Damn. Yeah, I'm building whatever I wish I.
नहीं, ये तो बहुत ही, ये तो सिंपल है.
अच्छा,
कुछ तो होना
अच्छा,
चाहिए.
अच्छा.
Envy
Right.
निकल के आना चाहिए.
Right. Acha, so while we were building BlueLearn, there's a company in US that was doing something very similar called Handshake.
Handshake. अच्छा.
It basically became the college placement cells for American colleges, and
Because they don't have a formal.
exactly.
Got it.
And it blew up, like $300-400 million raised in funding, hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue, and I think I wish I had started that for India at least. वो भी चल जाता, India में भी चल जाता. Because apart from the top 20-50 colleges, how good is the placement cell in other colleges?
Perfect. Yeah. And I think for users just generally context कि जैसे हमारे यहाँ colleges में placement cells होते हैं, वो भी कुछ premier institutes में होते हैं. US में वो concept ही नहीं है.
Concept ही नहीं.
US में फेयर्स होते हैं, प्लेसमेंट फेयर्स होते हैं.
वो भी ऐसी थोड़ा बहुत वैनिटी है. इट्स नथिंग फॉर्मल. हाँ मतलब आ जाते हैं 2-3 कंपनीज और वो थोड़े फ्लायर्स देंगे आपको, ब्रोशर्स देंगे, उसमें कुछ होता नहीं है.
दैट्स एम्प्लॉयर ब्रांडिंग.
Exactly. It's not like a placement.
One financial advice that you've received from anywhere.
One financial. हाँ.
जो कि यार ये बहुत सही चीज़ है यार. I'll stick to this.
One financial advice that
could be personal, could be company related, कुछ भी.
Yeah, in both cases diversification. After SVB crisis and after I realized कि यार थोड़ा तो अलग-अलग asset classes में या पैसे रखने हैं. तो even I keep some money in, let's say, a debt mutual fund and an equity mutual fund and a mid cap and a small cap and like a index fund. Just diversify, and then stocks maybe. Even BlueLearn का भी जब treasury था तो we had raised like 33-34 crores. And so that much money, मतलब keeping it in the bank account is not the best utilization. No? We could have been, we kept it in like very, very low risk interest generating instruments, mostly overnight liquid funds. And we parked 20 crores there or 25 crores there.
Perfect. Shreyansh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You are an inspirational person to me, and I believe when the story comes out as well and has been, that this will inspire tons and tons of student entrepreneurs out there. I'm sure a lot of people will be reaching out to you, already would have. But the next time we speak, it is about Linkrunner. And
man.
How it's not necessarily capital, but how many users, how many revenue that you've reached at. Would love to catch up on that sometime soon.
Man, thank you so much for having me here. It's been a pleasure, and I hope we all had fun.
एक नंबर भाई.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.